In May 2020, 39-year-old Chloe Bennett, a dedicated dental nurse from Oxfordshire, England, made what she believed was a simple, self-care decision to undergo a routine lip filler treatment. It was a common cosmetic enhancement, one she had opted for in the past with no complications. Like many individuals seeking a modest aesthetic boost, Chloe was hoping to refresh her appearance and uplift her self-confidence. What she couldn't have foreseen was that this ordinary appointment would mark the beginning of an extraordinary and life-saving turn in her journey. Be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on real-life stories that inspire, surprise, and move us. Now, let's take a closer look at Chloe's remarkable path from cosmetic procedure to critical diagnosis. Having previously undergone dermal filler treatments, Chloe walked into her appointment feeling relaxed and at ease. Her prior experiences had been smooth, uneventful, and effective. She had no reason to anticipate that this session would be any different. However, within moments of the injection, she noticed something was wrong. The moment the dermal filler was injected, my lips swelled up drastically, far more than it ever had before, Chloe later shared in a BBC interview. At first, she tried to dismiss it as typical post-treatment swelling. But it quickly became evident that this reaction was far from normal. The puffiness intensified within minutes, and a large, dark bruise began to spread rapidly, not just across the surface of her lips, but also inside her mouth. The discoloration and swelling were painful, aggressive, and alarming. Dr. Brian Franks, the experienced and vigilant practitioner performing the procedure, immediately recognized that this was not a typical reaction. What concerned him most was the location of the swelling. It appeared far from the injection site, which was highly unusual. It looked abnormal and unlike any reaction I had seen before, Dr. Franks noted. Trusting his instincts and experience, he advised Chloe to seek medical attention without delay. He stressed that the severity and nature of her symptoms were not consistent with standard cosmetic side effects and warranted further investigation. Around the same time, Chloe's colleagues at the dental clinic where she worked began to voice their own concerns. They had observed subtle but concerning changes in her appearance and health over recent weeks. One coworker, in particular, who had tragically lost her sister to cancer, was especially attuned to the warning signs. She noticed that Chloe had been losing weight without trying, a red flag that is often associated with more serious underlying conditions. When the colleague also witnessed the unexpected bruising and swelling on Chloe's face, she urged her to contact her general practitioner immediately and not to delay seeking help. These overlapping warnings, from both medical and personal spheres, would soon prove to be critical. What seemed like an adverse cosmetic reaction was, in fact, the body's way of signaling a deeper, hidden issue. And thanks to the keen eyes and caring voices around her, Chloe was about to uncover the diagnosis that would forever change the course of her life. The combination of physical symptoms, extreme lip swelling, unusual bruising, and unintentional weight loss, created a growing sense of urgency. Thankfully, Chloe listened to those around her and took the advice seriously. What followed would change her life forever. The very next day, Chloe's condition worsened. The bruising that had initially appeared on her lip had now deepened and spread further, reaching both the outer area of her mouth and extending inside along her gums. It had spread outside my lip and deep into the inside of my mouth, Chloe recalled, describing the disturbing progression of her symptoms. Heeding her colleague's urgent advice, Chloe promptly made an appointment with her general practitioner. What followed was a whirlwind of medical evaluations, including blood tests and diagnostic screenings. Within days, she received a diagnosis that would completely alter the course of her life: chronic myeloid leukemia, CML, a rare and potentially life-threatening form of blood cancer that originates in the bone marrow. CML is characterized by the excessive production of abnormal white blood cells, which, over time, can crowd out healthy cells, impair immune function, and lead to serious complications. According to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, early detection is crucial, as timely intervention significantly improves outcomes and treatment efficacy. For Chloe, the diagnosis was nothing short of devastating. It was such a shock. I burst into tears, she said. All I could think about was the possibility of dying. The emotional impact was immediate and overwhelming, bringing with it a flood of fear and uncertainty. As she began to come to terms with the news, Chloe started to reflect on symptoms she had previously overlooked. Unexplained bruises on her arms and legs, frequent fatigue, and recurring minor infections that hadn't seemed serious at the time. Dr. Alistair Papavalo, head of policy and advocacy at Leukemia UK, explained that leukemia symptoms are often subtle and easily missed. Unexplained bruising, frequent infections, and extreme tiredness are not always immediately linked to something as serious as leukemia, he said. Chloe was extremely fortunate to have been diagnosed when she was, thanks to what was meant to be a cosmetic procedure. Thankfully, Chloe's cancer was caught early enough to begin treatment right away. She was prescribed a targeted oral chemotherapy regimen, designed to control the disease and prevent it from progressing. It's a treatment she will need to continue for the rest of her life in order to remain in remission. The medication quickly began to take effect, within a month. The bruising around her lips had completely disappeared, offering a visible sign that her body was responding positively to the treatment. Today, Chloe is in remission and filled with gratitude for the seemingly coincidental chain of events that led to her diagnosis. Not many people can say having lip fillers saved their life. But I can, she said. If Dr. Franks and my colleagues hadn't urged me to get help, I would have ignored the signs. That would have made my condition much harder to treat. Chloe's story is more than a personal tale of survival. It's a call to action for greater awareness, vigilance, and compassion. She now uses her platform to advocate for leukemia awareness, urging others to take their health seriously and seek medical advice when something feels off. I'm so thankful I had that reaction, she said. Without it, I might not be here today. Her journey is a powerful reminder that subtle symptoms can sometimes signal serious conditions, and that listening to your body can be life-saving. It also underscores the essential roles played by attentive medical professionals and observant individuals in our everyday lives. What began as a routine cosmetic appointment turned into a life-changing moment of intervention, ultimately offering Chloe the chance not only to survive, but to thrive, and to help others do the same. Chloe Bennett's experience serves not only as a gripping account of a routine cosmetic procedure revealing a life-threatening illness, it also powerfully illustrates the irreplaceable role of a compassionate and vigilant support system. What began as a simple appointment for lip fillers took an unexpected and potentially life-saving turn, thanks to the keen observation of Dr. Brian Franks. His professional intuition that something was not quite right, coupled with the attentive concern of Chloe's empathetic colleague, set into motion a chain of events that led to the early detection of a serious medical condition. Their determination and refusal to dismiss subtle warning signs proved to be the turning point in Chloe's health crisis. It was their persistence, care, and quick thinking that ensured she received the urgent medical attention she so desperately needed. In many ways, they became the unsung heroes in her story. Now, as Chloe moves forward on her path to recovery, she does so with a renewed sense of purpose and an overwhelming gratitude for the second chance at life she has been granted. Her journey is not just one of physical healing, it's a testament to resilience, inner strength, and the power of human connection in times of profound adversity. What could have remained an ordinary beauty treatment instead became a defining moment, one that exposed a hidden danger and gave her the opportunity to confront it head-on. Yet Chloe's story extends far beyond her personal ordeal. It carries vital lessons for the wider cosmetic and healthcare communities alike. It casts a necessary spotlight on the importance of holistic and attentive patient care. Practitioners like Dr. Franks exemplify the best of both worlds, those who treat not just appearances, but the person as a whole. His refusal to overlook or downplay what others might have considered a minor reaction led to a timely diagnosis that may have saved Chloe's life. This case stands as a critical reminder for all healthcare professionals: never ignore patient complaints. No matter how insignificant they may initially seem, sometimes the body whispers before it screams, and it is in those quiet moments that the greatest vigilance is required. A small symptom can be a clue to something much larger, and catching it early can mean the difference between life and death. Equally vital is the role of patient awareness. Too many individuals remain uninformed about the subtle signs of serious illness. Through sharing her story, Chloe hopes to shine a light on the early symptoms of leukemia, such as unexplained bruising, persistent fatigue, recurring infections, and unexpected weight loss, and to encourage others to listen to their bodies and seek medical advice when something feels off. Early detection often starts with awareness, and her story could empower countless others to advocate for their own health. Furthermore, Chloe's experience highlights the immeasurable value of emotional and community support. The timely concern expressed by her colleagues was not only heartfelt, it was life-saving. Their willingness to speak up and urge her to seek help reveals just how impactful a supportive environment can be. In times of crisis, the presence of empathetic, proactive people, be it friends, family, or co-workers, can offer strength, clarity, and even survival. A cancer diagnosis can be one of the most traumatic moments a person will ever face. For Chloe, the news brought a whirlwind of fear, confusion, and emotional turmoil, yet she has shown incredible fortitude and grace under pressure. Her continued recovery is a testament not only to medical intervention but also to the resilience of the human spirit. It also underscores the need for comprehensive mental health support as part of cancer care. Emotional wellness, access to counseling, and psychological resources are essential to helping patients navigate the uncertainty and fear that often accompany such diagnoses. Chloe's journey also draws attention to broader issues in public health, particularly the urgent need for improved and more widely accessible cancer screening methods. While her diagnosis was the result of an unusual and fortuitous chain of events, it raises a critical question: how many others might benefit from earlier detection if better tools and greater public awareness were in place? Her story serves as a compelling call to action, one that urges continued research, innovation, and education in the fight against cancer. Ultimately, what happened to Chloe Bennet is more than an inspiring personal tale. It's a powerful example of how life can change in an instant, and how critical it is to stay vigilant, informed, and supported. A seemingly routine cosmetic procedure became the moment that revealed a hidden, life-threatening condition, an unanticipated twist that may have ultimately saved her life. Her story reminds us all: listen to your body, trust your instincts, speak up when something feels wrong, and surround yourself with people who care enough to act. It's also a message for medical professionals to look beyond the surface, and for all of us to never underestimate the importance of a supportive, attentive community. If Chloe's story moved you, be sure to stay connected for more uplifting and eye-opening stories. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next inspiring journey. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.